Live karo. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome all of you all for our weekly Wednesday Ramayana class. So we are in the starting of the 15th Sarga of the Balkand. So we are going shloka by shloka, and we have completed the 15th chapter. First verse we completed, the second verse we have done, but just for the recap, we'll read it. Damini Mataji, please.
I shall perform a sacrifice which can give you sons. It is declared in the Atharva Shesha part of the Vedas that through mantras and Vedic hymns you can get your desire of sons fulfilled. The Vedas gives us four benefits: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. This is the best part of our scriptures. If our desire is justified and genuine, then the Shastras give a solution to achieve it. By following such a procedure, one does not incur any sin, and his desire is also fulfilled. Thus, the Vedas shows us the way to live happily in the world without incurring any karmic reaction. At the same time, after some elevation in the spiritual life, it shows the way to attain moksha or liberation from repeated birth. Hence, living a life without following the guidelines of the Vedas is like an animal's life where one indulges in eating, sleeping, sexual life, and fighting. A person without spiritual guidelines lives an animalistic life.
Yes, continue with verse number 3.
Yeah. Then Rishashringa began the sacrifice which would give sons, Putra Kameshti Yajna. That effulgent sage put the oblations in the sacrificial fire while reciting the mantras and Vedic hymns. As the sacrifice proceeded, the Devatas along with the Gandharvas and Siddhas assembled there. They came to accept their portion of the sacrifice according to custom. As per the Shastras, when any kind of sacrifice is performed, many offerings are done in the sacrificial fire. So Devatas come unseen to common people and accept the offerings given to them. If the Devatas do not come and accept their offering, then the sacrifice is considered unsuccessful.
So here we understand how Rishishringa started performing the Putra Kameshti Yagya by reciting the mantras and offering all the oblations in the fire. Now, there are two things we have to understand. Fire is considered as the mouth of Lord Vishnu. And Lord already has said in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram Yagyatapaham Sarvaloko Maheshwaram. Sudam Sarvabhutanam Gyatmamam Shantim Rachati. He says, I am the enjoyer of all Yagya. Bhoktaram. I am the Bhokta, enjoyer. So, when you understand a little large, actually, whatever Yagya you may be doing in the name of some Devata also, you are actually offering it to Lord Vishnu. So, first, the items which are being offered needs to be quality controlled or checked. There's something called quality controlling in our food industry today. Similarly, there is a quality controlling even in the spiritual world. And how is it done? Devatas don't accept it, come and take it in the actual sense. When it is offered in the fire actually cleanses it, cleanses those offerings. And then, as per the mantras, the Devatas come and accept it. So actually, whenever there is a yagya which is happening, the Devatas actually come. So now your question will come, Prabhuji, then when we are doing yagya, do Devatas come? First and foremost, this were the yagyas done in the Treta Yuga. In Kali Yuga, what yagyas are being done? Which Putra Kameshti yagya or which thing? Just reading Narsimha Kavach 108 times doesn't make it a yagya. Just reading Purusha Shuktam and Sri Suktam doesn't make it a yagya. Just a few mantras, that's it. Maximum today, Panditji reads some Sri Suktam or Rudram, Chamakam, and some of the basic things, and that's it. The yagya is over. This is not the yagya actually which was being performed in those days. Those days that yagya were much elaborate and much correct. The mantras, the ingredients used, the mantras pronounced were all perfect. The Vedic meters were correct. Today, none of it. Just you type YouTube Purusha Shuktam, you'll get 10 varieties of Purusha Shuktam, or 10 or might be more. Which different styles. The focus is more on singing how melodiously I can sing rather than how it has to be sung or recited. There are specific meters in which these mantras have to be recited. But people make it nice, pleasing to hear. So the whole matter is difficult. Another thing, when these mantras, these offerings are done in the yagyas, they are actually the devatas stand above the realm fire, just above that. And when the fumes go up, along with the fumes, they accept those offerings. So these are the process in which fire sacrifice used to be done in those days. Fire used to be kindled by mantras. And today fire is kindled by a matchstick. Now we expect devatas to come for a matchstick fire. How is it possible? It stands very difficult. So that's why, in today's date, they do yajna, they do this pujas. Very few brahmanas are there who are able to do the actual yajna with that purity and this thing. But they are very, very negligible. You can just count them in your fingers. Very small segment is left. The rest, most of the people are only interested in nice decoration of the yajna shala, resounding sounds, and that's it. Nothing more than that. So this is very important that in those days, this was also a test. If the devatas did not appear, means the yajna is not done as per the requisite quality and the perfect meters and all that is maintained. Whereas when the devatas appear means the yajna is successful. The purpose of the yajna is to offer your oblations to the devatas. And already in the Bhagavad Gita, it has already been mentioned. I've explained earlier also. Those who attend the Bhagavad Gita class, I've already explained how yajna is a cycle. Offering oblations or offering your, whatever offerings you give to the devatas accept. They become happy. In return, they give you rain. They give you what you require, what you need. It is provided. That need is provided to you, and with that, you sustain your material life. Again, with those things, you offer further yajna, which is given. It's thus a cycle. It's a big cycle which happens. So that is the reason why yajna has its own importance in the spiritual segment. Please continue.
All the devatas and others who, as per the rules, had assembled at the sacrifice, then spoke the following words to the creator Brahma.
So,
Yeah.
when I see students when they assemble for the class for my satsang, they have another chat in among themselves. कुछ ना कुछ आपस में तो ये यात्रा में यहाँ जाना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए, and this and that, this and that. What does this mean? Why does so? It's not that it happens only in today's kala. It was happening in those days also with devatas also. So when all the devatas came over there, and even Brahmaji, the head of the devatas, who reached there, all the devatas started speaking to him their grudges, their problems. Continue.
Devata said, O Lord Brahma, by your blessings, the demon named Ravana is troubling all of us by his powers. It is not possible to control him. O Lord Brahma, being pleased with Ravana's penance, you gave him a boon. We respect your boon, but are now unable to tolerate Ravana's atrocities.
So this is a problem, Brahmaji is very. But why do Brahmaji give these type of books? कभी विष्णु को ऐसा boon देते हुए नहीं देखते. We see only Brahma and Shiva giving, funny boons, and then trouble to them only. Why? What is the problem? Remember, Vishnu never gives. Some Rakshasa, you have never seen a Rakshasa worshipping Vishnu and taking a boon from Vishnu? No. Even Shiva has been cheated. Bhasmasur tried to cheat Shiva also. Your Ravana, he did to Brahma, he did to Shiva. Of course, Shiva is a different story. Many of people think that he was a disciple of Shiva. No, the boon was given by Brahma. But when it came to troubling others, once he said, let me go and trouble Shiva. So he went to Kailash. Not this Kailash, okay? There's another Kailash. Now I explained the entire system, how the various dvipas are there, Jambudip, Varsha, and all these Varshas are there, that I will explain. So there is another Kailash, main Kailash. कहते हैं हनुमान जी भी वहां से उस कैलाश से ही संजीवनी बूटी लेके आया है, ये अपने हिमालय से नहीं ले, चाइना बॉर्डर वाला हिमालय से नहीं आया। तो the point is he went to Kailash, and when you have some power in your hands, like come on, like do हाथ हो जाए. This is a typical demonic mentality, They always have to check others whether they are more powerful than them. डर रहता है ना, fear रहता है. So there Shiva and Parvati were sitting, and he tried to lift the Kailash Parvat. हिला दूंगा पूरा पर्वत को. And suddenly this mountain started shaking. Dashanan lifted it. And when the mountain started shaking, Parvati got afraid. Shiva said, nahi, nahi, abhi theek karta hu. He just put his toe and pressed the mountain. And this Dashanan's hand got stuck under the mountain. It was paining him so badly that he started crying. Ravana का मतलब क्या? One who cries and one who makes others. That is the definition of Ravana. So it's a nickname, it's not the actual name. Actual name is Dashanan. This is his nickname, or this is his karya name. Karya karta hai, rone wala or rulane wala. So he started crying. He was cool. Okay, cry. You did this mischief, I'll make you cry. Then that is that time when he composed the Shiva Tandav Stuti. And he praised Shiva. And praised Shivaji. Shiva has got another name. What is the favorite name of Lord Shiva? Anybody knows?
Ashutosh. He easily
Yes. Very
please.
good. Perfect. Superb. Puja Mataji has hit the correct. Ashutosh. Lord is called as Ashutosh. Why? Because he gets happy very quickly. He is convinced. He is satisfied very quickly. ज्यादा पापड़ बेलने की जरूरत नहीं है. शिव जी थोड़ा सा भक्ति करोगे ना, and शिव जी का भक्ति is very easy. You don't get anything. कुछ भी पता चढ़ा लो. मंदिर में घंटी नहीं है तो गाल बजा लो. हाँ, तो करके आप गाल बजा लो, वो भी ही एक्सेप्ट्स. वो खुद ही अवधूत है ना, ही एक्सेप्ट्स एनीथिंग. तो एंड इतना जल्दी खुश हो जाते हैं. इस पे एक छोटा सा कहानी है. एक बार एक चोर, he went to a temple to steal. पूरा दिन ढूंढा, कुछ मिला नहीं. एंड में एक रात को टेम्पल मिला. चलो आज मंदिर ही में घुसता. एंड बैड लक, मंदिर था शिव जी. वो सोचा कृष्ण का या विष्णु का मंदिर रहेगा, कम से कम बांसुरी मिलेगा, चांदी का बांसुरी मिलेगा, कुछ चांदी के कंगन वंगन मिलेंगे भगवान के हाथ पैर में. समथिंग आई विल गेट नाइस वैल्यूबल. So he said, let me go and see. But the problem was when he entered, he got the shock of his life. It was a Shiva temple. And Shiva temple में कुछ भी नहीं रहता है. क्या रहता है? एक शिवलिंग रहता है, ऊपर एक वो बर्तन रहता है जिसमें पानी डालते हैं, बस. That's it. Nothing, no big paraphernalias, no चांदी का कवच and all that. And ऊपर एक मंदिर के ऊपर घंटी था, बड़ा bell, nice big bell. This vessel was also very small vessel. You will not get anything much out of it. So he said, okay, अभी आया हूँ मंदिर में, कुछ ना कुछ खाली हाथ तो नहीं जाऊंगा आज. I will not go empty handed. कुछ ना कुछ तो लेके जाऊंगा. कुछ ना सही, I will take this bell. इस घंटे को लेके मैं जाऊंगा. He was not trying to reach the bell, but the bell was little higher. He could not reach. He said, what do I do? How do I? There's no stool or anything to go up. He said, okay, let me keep my leg on the shivling and climb. उसने शिवलिंग पे पैर रख, kept his leg on the shivling and he went up and tried to remove the bell. इतने में शिव जी वहां प्रकट हो. थाम. बोलो बच्चा, how are you? I am very impressed with you. This fellow got the shock of the life. तब चोरी पकड़ा गया, शिव जी स्वयं आ गए क्या? Said, no, I am very happy with you. I've never seen a devotee like you. Why? Nay, see, so many years I have been seeing people. No, I'm so moved. Whatever you want, you ask. I'm moved by your gesture. Which gesture? मैं तो चोरी करने आया. No problem. See, people come here, they get kela. Cheapest fruit is kela. Then थोड़ा हायर ग्रेड में गए तो एप्पल एप्पल लेके आते हैं. उससे भी थोड़ा हायर गए, मतलब जनरल पब्लिक गेट मिल्क 50-50, 50 पानी 50 मिल्क. बहुत कम लोग हैं जो प्योर मिल्क लेके आएंगे. एंड उससे भी जनरल पब्लिक गेट वाटर. और शिवलिंग पे चढ़ाते क्या? जल चढ़ाएंगे, पानी चढ़ाएंगे, बेलपत्ता चढ़ाएंगे. बस आप पहले आदमी हो जिसने अपने आप को चढ़ा दिया मेरे. This is what Shivji is saying. So that is why he is called Ashutosh. He is not seeing any fault in him. Sorry. He is not seeing any fault in him. उसमें दोष, इसका चोरी का भाव नहीं देख रहे हैं. जो भी हो, people will say, अरे he has kept his leg on the शिवलिंग. But what did Shivji see? वाह, क्या भला इंसान है. अपने आप को ही इधर ऑफर कर दिया. He offered himself to me. That is why he is climbed on the शिवलिंग and Lord appeared. So that is why Shiva is called as Ashutosh. But my question still stands. Why doesn't Vishnu give any of these type of boons, but only Shiva and mainly Brahma gives? Why? Request everyone to put on your videos, please. Come on, this is the answer.
Guruji,
Hmm.
in case of Brahma ji and Shiv ji, they are easily बोलते हैं ना, जैसे इजीली खुश हो जाते हैं और वो बून मटेरियल बून्स तुरंत दे देते हैं. द बून्स व्हिच दे गिव आर टेम्पररी एंड मटेरियल, while जो विष्णु भगवान या कृष्ण जी देते हैं, he the Lord always sees whether that boon is beneficial or not for the devotee that they asking, you know.
My question is reverse. My question is, I am asking is, why don't these Rakshasas never go and worship Vishnu? Hiranyakashipu, when he wanted to defeat Vishnu or rather conquer Vishnu or take this funny boon, na main din mein marunga, na raat mein, na upar, na niche, and all that stuff. That time, whom did he go to? He went to Brahma.
I think because the demons, they think themselves only as God. They don't believe only that Vishnu is God.
But still, they are falling at the feet of Brahma, no? Still, they are falling at the feet of Brahma.
Because they are in the modes of ignorance and passion, Prabhuji. Because of that.
No, it's not that.
Prabhuji, I might be wrong, but just trying. Might be they don't want to surrender. In case of Vishnu,
They don't want to surrender. Okay,
fine.
Okay, somebody can give me better answer.
Prabhuji, as you said in a lame language, like कि हर एक का अपना डिपार्टमेंट होता है, सो उनका डिपार्टमेंट हो तो वो काम करता है, जैसे कि हर किसी को.
अरे प्रभु, माय क्वेश्चन इज हियर, विष्णु के पास क्या नहीं है?
आपने बताया था ना कि
अगर
अगर कोई
पैसा चाहिए,
मटेरियलिस्टिक
अगर पैसा चाहिए
फुलफिलमेंट
तो
चाहिए.
लक्ष्मी के ऊपर जस्ट बोलना है, भाई बच्चे को देख लेना, बस पैसे का बारिश. जो बोलो, ही इज द बॉस ऑफ ऑल द बॉसेस, है ना? जितने भी चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं उनका एक ऊपर कौन है? प्राइम मिनिस्टर. प्राइम मिनिस्टर सबसे बड़ा, चीफ मिनिस्टर छोटे छोटे मिनिस्टर्स के ऊपर वो है, एंड सब बाकी सब के ऊपर प्राइम मिनिस्टर बैठा है. तो क्या
प्रभु जी,
आपको एक मिनिस्टर दे सकते हैं, वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर नहीं दे सकते हैं?
नहीं दे सकते हैं, बट उन्होंने देख के रखा है ना कि रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की लॉर्ड विष्णु विल गिव यू ओनली लिबरेशन, एंड इफ यू वांट एनीथिंग मटेरियल और स्पिरिचुअल
नहीं,
डिजायर
वेर
दैट
ही
कैन बी फुलफिल्ड बाय.
Where he says, I will give only a liberation. Prahlad Maharaj, he gives such a long life and opulence and youth. Most important, he gives the most important thing. Just imagine, Praveen, let's say Lord, somebody comes, Brahma or Shivji comes and says, very happy, Praveen, you read the Mangalacharan very nicely. I want to bless you. And he says, what do you want? I'll give you 5,000 years of life. Okay. So utna wealth bhi dunga. ऐसा नहीं कि wealth नहीं. 5,000 years of life and I'll give you enough wealth for such a long time. So you can enjoy it nicely. Can they give you age? 5,000 years मतलब कितना old रहेंगे तभी आप? To enjoy things, you need to have youthhood or strong senses. You see, old people, they have a desire to eat, but they can't eat. The health doesn't support them. या तो दांत नहीं है, और दांत है भी तो पेट में एसिडिटी हो जाता है, डाइजेशन नहीं होता है. It's not the question of money. Age also matters. Whereas Lord Vishnu gives very nice boon. He tells Dhruv Maharaj, don't worry, enjoy for so many years, such long lifetime with strong senses. Means you will not age. Your senses will be strong at that age also, because to enjoy anything material, you need strong senses. Suppose you want to go for a mountaineering trek or something. You're living for 5,000 years. Can't even walk. What is the use? You got the money, you got everything, but you can't go for a walk because you are old. So that's not the answer. Vishnu can give. Nobody asks from. And it's not that only he can give liberation. So part hai. The best part is he can give you devotion. The minute you get devotion, even liberation seems to be smaller in fact. Okay. Anybody else?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
Yes, bro.
यानी विष्णु जी भाव वगैरह भी देखेंगे और कैसा उसका जो बेस्ट है उसके लिए वही देंगे रादर देन जो वो मांग रहा है वो.
आप लोग सब विष्णु सब भगवान के साइड से क्यों जवाब दे रहे हैं? तो ब्रह्मा और शिव जी के साइड से जवाब दो ना. Okay, I don't deny what you're saying is right. भगवान भाव देखते हैं, डिवोशन देखते हैं, सिंसियरिटी देखते हैं. But my question is, what is the problem with Brahma and Shiv ji? तो वो लोग brainless, they don't analyze. Okay, I'll explain. Few years before, there was a suicidal bomb attack in US, Twin Towers, flight से गिरा दिया था. All remember? याद है सबको? कुछ साल पहले की बात. कुछ नहीं, मतलब प्री कोरोना काल में कुछ साल पहले, मतलब it's almost more than 10-12 years or 15 years, might be more. I don't remember the year, but yes, definitely there was a big technical. There are various cyber attacks made by various organizations. We make cyber attacks on countries and certain websites and all that. Now, who are they? Are they not educated people? Are they not well, highly qualified people? Are they just small laborer type people, or were high-tech brains? Just imagine, to guide the plane directly into World Trade Center means that person has to be a qualified, certified pilot. Right? So what does this mean? They are all asuras. It was an intelligent task, requires high skill of intelligence, high level of intelligence, but still it is an asuric action. So how and which institute gave them these certificates? Today, if let's say Praveen goes to, let's say, IIT and fulfills their requirement. Now, what is the requirement? I want to become let's say, an aeronautical engineer. Just just for a sake, you want to become an expert aeronautical engineer. Fine. So what is checked? Your bhava is checked. What is your thought process? What purpose you're going to implement it for? There are doctors who steal kidney and sell liver and sell organs and everything. Up to the child also they sell off. Are they not intelligent, smart people, highly educated people? But why are they using their intelligence in the wrong direction? So how did they get certificate? That is the problem in many of times in karma kand as well as in the material world, where if you fulfill their specific requirement, the specific requirement is you need to have 95% in, let's say, science, and you need to clear the entrance exam with so and so percentage. If you clear, then your bhava is not checked, your intentions are not checked, you are given admission in that institute. And further, you study, you gain your knowledge, and when you come out of the institute, it is left up to you whether you want to use it in a good way or you want to use it in a bad way. Same is the problem with these asuras. And Brahma and Shiva, they basically when they are, when someone offers any worship to them, they are helpless. They cannot say you are qualified to worship me, you are unqualified to worship. इसलिए भगवान ने क्या किया? Kapchup cleverly spoke the Bhagavad Gita. I said, if you want my worship, if you want to do my bhakti, the terms and conditions are different. आपका भाव अलग रहना चाहिए, आपका सोच अलग रहना चाहिए. You have to do at least कर्म योग, कर्म फल त्यागना चाहिए. So many checklist डाला है. असुरस मालूम पड़ता है ये checklist में we can never fall in the checklist. We can never fulfill this checklist. The conditions are too much. What all you are supposed to leave to achieve that Vishnu, Krishna, Narsimha, whatever you call the various forms of Vishnu, how much you have to break your head on. Whereas Brahma and Shivji, कुछ नहीं, बस वो मंत्र जपो, पुकारो, जो भी है मतलब penance करो, बस. Once your penance is successful, Brahma ji appears directly. Yes, beta, what do you want? जितना भी गड़बड़ किया, right from Hiranyaksh, हिरण्यकशिपु, रावण, सबको किसने मदद किया? किसने बूंद दिया? ब्रह्मा जी. Poor fellow is helpless. Everyone comes and tells him, make me Amar, मुझे अमर बना दो. ब्रह्मा जी बोलते, sorry, that is not in mind. I can't make you. मैं खुद ही अमर नहीं हूं, मैं तुमको कैसे अमर बनाऊं? अच्छा ठीक है, और कुछ मांगो. हाँ, तो then they apply their brain, as good as Amar, as good as immortality. I'll ask something. ना दिन में मरूं, ना रात में मरूं, ना अंदर मरूं, ना बाहर मरूं, ना ऊपर मरूं, ना नीचे मरूं, and this and that, blah 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 blah. ऐसा ये डाल दिया. तो रावण मेरे को ना गंधर्व से मरना है, ना मनुष्य से, इससे मरना है. While putting a list, that will come ahead, ये चैप्टर में आएगा. वर्मा जी बोलते हैं उसने सबसे इम्यूनिटी मांग लिया. He is immune to everyone. No Rakshasa can kill me, no Gandharva can kill me, no Devata can kill me, no Kinnara can kill me, blah list. एंड में की बोला, दो जन बोलना भूल गया. And what were the two people? Manushu and Vanar. Well, why he felt ये दो क्या मेरा उखाड़ ले, बाकी सबको मैं, मेरे से थोड़ा ज्यादा ताकत रहेगा. सो आई एम एट रिस्क, आई एम एट डेंजर. वेरस ये जो बाकी का जो हनुमान, वानर एंड इंसान जो है, दे आर कचरा, नथिंग. वो लोगों को मैं ऐसे हैंडल कर, आई जस्ट क्रश, आई कैन लिफ्ट द कैलाश एंड ऑल. मनुष्य क्या है मेरे? That's why Lord had to use his intelligence and do all this. So everywhere जो वर ब्रह्मा जी देते हैं उसका तोड़ विष्णु जी निकालते. हिरण्यकशिपु ने मांगा ना, वही हिरण्याक्ष, फर्स्ट फॉर्मस हिरण्याक्ष, जाके समुद्र में गहरे में डुबा के रख दूंगा पृथ्वी को. Immediately Lord took the form of Varaha. He could never dream in his dream also that Lord will come as Varaha, as a boar. pig and come and fight with me and kill me. And वो भी with their nice time pass fight. हाँ, बहुत लंबा fight चला वो, मालूम है? Read the Bhagavatam. It's a beautiful fight. And it's like WWF fight. WWF sometimes so dramatic, ना, पकड़ के डिंग 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 पीट रहा है. क्या रियल लाइफ में कोई पीटेगा तो जिंदा कैसे? And after taking so much of beating, he's like, next time he takes this fellow. It is so dramatic. It's all scripted. I always look at it as scripted. But the fight between Hiranyaksha and Varadev is super. कभी हिरण्याक्ष जीत रहा है, कभी हिरण्याक्ष हार रहा है, कभी भगवान हार रहे हैं, वरादेव is हार रहा है. And everyone, devatas are watching from top. It's a live relay going on. And mind you, 2-3 times, Hiranyaksha hits Varadev. And Varadev के हाथ से गदा गिर जाता है नीचे. And like, oh no, क्या हो गया, क्या हो गया? It's like a catch dropped. It was like a catch dropped. My God, we're gonna lose this match. No, we're gonna lose. एकदम India Pakistan matches. And after सब होने के बाद भगवान भी बोर हो गए, क्या कितना देर खेलो. एक उल्टा हाथ का झापड़ मारा है, back slap. तो Hiranyaksha and that, damn, khatam. He could have done that on the very first minute, no? Playing time pass. He's enjoying. This is Leela. Here, Hiranyaksha said, Hiranyakashipu said, okay, Hiranyaksha ने मार दिया ना, मेरे भगवान ने मारा है ना, ऐसा लिस्ट निकालूंगा. एंड पावर्स है नहीं उसके पास. पावर्स लेने के लिए किधर गया? went to Brahma. First he asked for immortality. नहीं मिला. Then he asked for the list of those things. And then he went to fight with, went searching for Vishnu. And what did Vishnu do? What did Vishnu do? क्या किया विष्णु ने? हाँ,
नरसिंह अवतार लेके.
वो तो बाद में. इतना दिन छुप के कहाँ थे? वो पिलर के अंदर छुप के बैठे.
हाँ, वो प्रहलाद महाराज के बुलाने पे आओगा.
हाँ ठीक है, बट कहाँ थे? इतना सब अत्याचार हो रहा था प्रहलाद के ऊपर, तभी कहाँ थे?
कि वो हर एक कण कण में बसे हुए थे भगवान. नहीं, जब भी ऐसा लिखा है कहाँ? नहीं लिखा हुआ.
उसके अंदर ही
one
छुपे
minute,
थे.
one. Remember, माता जी, जो स्टैंडर्ड सिखाया जाता है ना,
हाँ,
उस पे अटके रहोगे तो कुछ नहीं होने. You have to.
प्रभु जी, वो एक बार जब वो ढूंढने निकलता है नाक्षपू, तो भगवान उसके हृदय में ही जाकर ही छिप
एक
जाते
बार
हैं.
नहीं, पहली बारी.
हाँ, हृदय में जाकर
This
छुप
is
जाते हैं.
mentioned in the Bhagavatam.
I know that, ठाकुर जी. हाँ,
This is mentioned in
उसके
the
हृदय में.
Bhagavatam.
हृदय.
That Lord went and hid in his heart. Is it
हाँ.
true that Lord hid in his heart? Was Lord really afraid to go and hide? My question here is, if what you have read is correct, I am not denying, then is Lord a darpok?
No, not at all, Prabhuji. No.
Then why did he hide?
He was waiting for the right time to come and finish in Nakshapu, like,
Don't read scrutinizingly. First and foremost, okay, you all know that he was none other than Jai Vijay. So he had to allow him to do some crimes, no? Most important, please realize this. When Lord saw that he is searching me here and there, and front to front confrontation हो गया तो फिर लफड़ा हो जाए. So let me go and sit in his heart and see if there is any devotion in his heart. And he devotion in his heart, he has got only hatred towards God. But the problem is, he is remembering me 24 hours. भले वैर भाव से, with enmity, but 24 hours. That is why Lord says, na, either by loving or by enmity. If you remember me 24 hours, you will come to me. Kamsa also, सब जगह उसको कृष्ण ही दिख रहा था, उसका enemy. तो वैर भाव से देख रहा था. Then Krishna, Lord Vishnu said, let me wait and see if he has got any love for my devotees. Then he saw he has no love for his devotees also. Prahlad ko is torturing every time. And when the Devatas earlier had come, approached him, please save us from the atrocities of Hiranyakashipu. That time he said, the day he troubles my devotee. Here the word devotee means, you may say, Prabhuji, even I and other students are also devotees. No, a true devotee. The day Lord troubles Hiranyakashipu troubles a true devotee, that time I will. That is why this sloka is very important. Satyam Vidatam Nijabhakti Bhashyatam. Satyam, to make the words true. How would Lord know किस पिलर में जाके छुपना है ना? He could no, there are so many pillars in the Hiranyakashipu's assembly hall. What do you call it? So many pillars. How could he hide in that pillar, very pillar which Hiranyakashipu pointed? Acharya says he is there in each and every anu. What you said is correct. He is व्याप्त in each and every atom. विश्व के हर अणु में है, इसके लिए विष्णु है उनका नाम. What does this mean? Am sarvasya pravo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam. The Lord is saying this in the Bhagavad Gita also. But then he took a personal form. That is why I always say, never Lord is only in the personal form. Lord is also in the Brahman form and also in the Paramatma. And he toggles between them as and when required. कभी के ब्राह्मण फॉर्म में आके गड़बड़ करते हैं. जैसे ब्राह्मण फॉर्म स्वरूप में पिलर में थे, वहां से कहा निकले कैसे, वो भी एक अजीब तरीके से. यहाँ पे डोंट यू थिंक रामचंद्र जी का एक जन्म भी एक अजीब तरीका है. सो डिफरेंट. भगवान कमिंग एज नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग, डूइंग वर्शिपिंग देवतास. रोज अग्निहोत्री कर रहे हैं, यज्ञ कर रहे हैं, रोज अग्निहोत्री कर रहे हैं एंड देवताओं को पूजा कर रहे हैं, पिताजी को नमस्कार कर रहे हैं, लिविंग अ वेरी साधु लाइफ एकदम. Why would Lord got to do? अरे बाबा इनका एक्टिंग है. When he comes as Narsimha, he can act well. When he comes as Rama, he can act well. At the same time, teaching us, if you come as a human being, if you come as a human form, you also got to do what I'm doing. First is एक पत्नी व्रता. यही आज सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम. एक पत्नी व्रता. सेकंड, you should be bound to your scriptural ways of living life. जैसे आप भक्ति कर रहे हो, जैसे शास्त्र में कहा गया, उस हिसाब से. So everything is being displayed well by Lord. But is in each and every avatar, especially in Krishna avatar and Rama avatar, he is displaying the way. In Krishna avatar, he is openly declaring his God from the day one. From the minute he is born, he's showing his 400 form, then his 200 form, then releasing those shackles, asking his parents, कौन सा बच्चा पैदा हुआ बच्चा बात करेगा? Most of us are parents over here. Tell me which बच्चा will पैदा होते हैं, मम्मी how are you? I want to go to Vrindavan. You take me in a टोकरी, you take me, and I will open the shackles and all that. ऐसा बात करेगा? High tech. So the minute he is born, तभी से he is just showing I am God, I am God, I am God, I am God, I am God. वहां पहुंचा नहीं, पूतना को मारा नहीं, so many asuras को मारा, यहाँ आके कम्स को मारा, everywhere. Then 16,100 marriages, and that is a official count, and unofficially so many gopis, this and that. Means what? He's just showing his godliness. In each and every minute he's showing his godliness. On the contrary, when Ramchandra ji came, he showed how a person has to be. So the relation between, what is the relation between Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita? Is that in relation? What?
Prabhuji, Ramji is actually showing practically how to carry out the rules or principles given in the Bhagavad Gita.
Perfect. Very nice. That is how, that is why भगवान एक ऐसा preacher है ना, खुद जीते हैं, बाद में दूसरों को अटकल देते. He is a perfect preacher. That's why he preaches well. He is teaching the Bhagavad Gita. He is telling कर्म का फल त्याग दो, ये करो, वो करो, कभी खुश मत हो, कभी दुखी मत हो. He is telling, जहाँ मुझे राज्याभिषेक होना था, next day morning I am going on an exile. There also I am neither too happy, neither too sad. So he is exhibiting the same principle, how a person has to be sama and dukkha and sukha. He has exhibited it first and then telling in the Bhagavad Gita. This is the first relation between Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana. First, he is enacting how it has to be, the role has to be done, and then he is telling, dictating, ye aisa raho, Arjuna, aisa aisa karo. So that is the reason why Lord he can toggle between all the three forms, that is the Brahman Swarupa, the Paramatma Swarupa, as well as the Sakshat Bhagavan Swarupa. And that is the reason why all these Rakshasas, because they have got this free will, this application anybody can put. Even, some boy from the slum, a very rich man, he can also apply for IIT. And the condition is, if you fulfill the conditions, the requirements, the requisites of the course, you are taken in. If you pay the fees, you are entitled. They don't see the bhava, what is the intention. After learning this, are you going to use this as a weapon or a threat to the common man? You have fulfilled the conditions to take. Same is the problem with Brahma and Vishnu. Brahma and Shiva. Fulfill the conditions, take. And Vishnu has the intelligence. Matra Smriti Jnanam. Lord is saying, I don't have to take intelligence from anybody else. I am self-intelligent. So whatever the Shastra tells us, so many stories where the Rakshasas come with inventive ways of attacking Vishnu and his devotees. But each time, Lord, the Rakshasas do, Lord also has innovative ways. कभी मत्स्य, तो कभी वराह, तो कभी कूर्मा, तो कभी नरसिम्हा. Can you ever imagine half man, half lion? अच्छा, उसमें भी उल्टा नहीं किया, नीचे का लायन और ऊपर का मैन नहीं, ऊपर ही लायन, नीचे मैन. That is perfection. That is God. हम लोग को क्या करेंगे, नहीं, experiment 1 failed, so let me try experiment 2. Now let me try again, modification. Oh, first shot it has to be correct. Lord के केस में कभी भी rewriting नहीं. You and I may rewrite, but Lord will never rewrite. And last but not the least, yes, Lord had told, जब तक एक प्योर भक्ता नहीं आता है, a bhakta who is connected to me in all conditions, in good and in bad. In bad, everyone remembers God. In good conditions, did any time Prahlad tell, hey Papa, last time you tried to kill me, kuch nahi hua, I am smarter, I am stronger. He never said anything. He never claimed himself to be smarter and bigger. That is the reason why, always remember, a devotee is dear to God, that devotee who doesn't claim himself to be smart or oversmart, who claims himself that whatever smartness he has is by virtue of God, not by virtue of his own smartness or intelligence. Because Lord himself has told in the Bhagavad Gita, Mata Smritir Jnanam Aponam Cha, Vedesh Sarver Aham Vedyo Vedant Krit Vedavit Aham Chaham. He's saying everything is me. You are nothing, zero. So here we understand how the Devatas are troubled by Brahmaji's vara given to Ravana, and Ravana is creating havoc in the Devata's life. Various other Ramayana which says Devatas were made to do odd jobs. And same thing happened in Hiranyakashipu's time also. He had made all the Devatas tremble in fear because of him. Just one raise of eyebrow and all the Devatas used to tremble. And same way here also we see the Ravanas making the Devatas trouble. I'd already told you all the story. Next time we'll discuss the story of Shanidev, how Shanidev was also troubled by Ravana. So everyone were fed up of him and wanted to get rid of him, but they knew that Brahma's boon was protecting him. So they are going to find out a way. They're going to, persuade Vishnu to relieve them of this burden. So with this, I'd like to close today's session. We'll continue next week. Till then,